Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back or welcome to the Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or on my live feeds, simply take what resonates and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. Happy Friday. Here we are. What a glorious Friday. I'm here with my cup of coffee because I haven't had a full cup of coffee yet. And I'm very excited to take on the weekend. We'll let everybody get settled in here. I am going to do an Ask the Medium session today. So hopefully you've got some questions for me. Hi there, Wes. How are you, darling? I hope you're doing well. Um, I am going to talk a little bit about what Spirit said to me this morning before we jump in with some questions. And feel free to put your questions in. I'm going to try to get to as many as I possibly can over the next half hour or so. One thing that came up for me during my meditation this morning is the value of our own energy and the price of our self-worth. And that came up. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it because it was really, I really like how Spirit worded this to me. The value of our self-worth, we often set that, and I'm going to use the word price for other people, and I don't mean it in a money currency. I mean it more in an energetic currency. And Spirit was like, have you ever considered what the price energetically is with what you allow? And that was like a huge like a cord went off, like a bing. Um, Kind of keep that in your mind over the weekend. Give that a ponder. That currency that you have for your energy, right? The value that you have, what you allowed yourself to be invested in energetically. That's going to kind of stir up a little bit over the weekend. It doesn't have a bad feeling. It's a learning feeling on where you invest your own energy and what energy you allow to be invested in you, right? So the people, the social media, all of those little things that cost you energy or give you energy, right? That receiving, that whole giving and receiving of energy, that's going to pop up a little bit this weekend. Just it's a learning thing, it's a learning experience, and you may have your own aha moment over the weekend with that cost me a lot of energy. I didn't set my currency high enough as to what I was willing to invest in energetically and what I wasn't willing to invest in energetically. I'm going to save that. I'm going to build a savings account with my energy and not go there. So that is what I channeled a little bit with channeled this morning. That really struck a chord with me was the energy currency that we give out, that we have come back at us, what currency we accept from other people energetically, and the price that we set on ourselves for energetic currency. Beautiful topic. I'm probably going to do a little bit more channeling about that and maybe do a live or an energy update. I'll see what comes up from Monday if that's still kind of floating around, and we'll dive into more of that. Or we can have a conversation with that right now. Ask the medium. Throw some questions at me, you guys. I only have about 40 minutes or so because I have a client this morning. Good morning, Lana. How are you? I am really well, thank you, Elizabeth. I am exceptionally well. I woke up this morning with like this extra pinch of energy. I'm feeling fantastic energetically. I can't wait to see this day or the weekend. Let's see the questions here. Look at all you guys coming in. White looks good on me. Oh, thank you, you guys. I don't wear white very often. I'm going to be very honest because honest is the way to go. I've had this shirt on for about 20 minutes and there's already something on it. I'm like a toddler. I don't do white well. But thank you very much for your compliments. I so appreciate the love and support. Shaz, all right, let me go up here. Shaz, so my doctor has put me on a lot of meds and I don't want to consume too many chemicals. Do you see me stopping meds and being happy? So, Shaz, I want to share with you, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Um, because I hear you. I hear you with medication. I have had many of us here have had our own journey with medication or anything that's chemicals. I have taken this to spirit many, many times, and I got a really amazing tool with this. And because I do feel that the medical world and the holistic and the spiritual world can work together, right? So, what I want you to kind of do is, I want you to kind of allow your body, give your body permission to take what it needs from that medication and to release the rest. Right. So visualizing your body needing what it needs from that and allowing the rest of it to energetically evaporate from your body. You can do like a saltwater soak, just soaking in some Epsom salt or some sea salt or Himalayan salt in the tub and just kind of allowing your body to kind of release what it doesn't need. There's and when it comes to science, and and again, because I've taken this to spirit my for my own personal journey, a lot of that information from science, they have channeled it. When you think about over the, hundreds of years that medicines have been created and used, it has been channeled. They've been given that knowledge and that information. Yes, yes, some of it may not be great for our body, but some of it is. So if you can, and this works because I did it, and I'll tell you something that I'm going to share, something a little bit personal with me that I don't always share personal stuff here, but I needed to take some medication for a chronic issue that I have. And I kicked and screamed to take that medication for a long time. It's the same thing that you're saying, Chaz. I don't want too many chemicals. What if this isn't good to me? And I took it to my spirit council. Okay. And spirit said, question me on that. Look, why are you leaning into what's so bad here? This medication has a lot of research. It's needed. It's going to help you. Why don't you release what parts of the medication you don't need? And I literally remember picking my jaw up off the floor. I remember that as clear as day. So I started to try it and I got out of that resistance piece with it. And I started energetically because energy is so powerful. It's the essence of who I am, my belief systems. I started a little meditation every day to release what I don't need. Release what I don't need from that medication. I'm gonna keep the rest, but release what I don't need. And I'll tell you, it was a profound shift in the medication, in how I felt. And I'm just gonna leave it here for you to pick up, or leave if you choose to leave it. But I don't feel terrible with it, and I think one day at a time. And I do feel that on the path to wellness, I don't feel like this medication will be a permanent thing. But I do feel right now, listening to the medical world, and balancing out your spiritual journey with it. This is just spiritual guidance. I do not give medical advice. I'm just sharing how I handled a very similar situation, and it worked. I was shocked on how it worked. Uh, I'm instantly noticing the headband. It's cute. Thank you. I felt like I headband needed today. Um, the headband is actually because of my hair. My hair will push this eventually as my hair settles into the day. So I've had to put a couple bobby pins back here to hold it into place. But thank you very much, Shai. I have a gift from someone who I was close to, an amazing Buddha. He travels the world with me, but is a reminder of what I once had. I need to get rid of him. How to repurpose? Question burn. Travis, you can do whatever resonates with you. I always do things from the heart space when I'm letting people go or letting things go or situations go. So I always say I go to the heart space. I would also take a look at maybe, rather than getting rid of him, I would kind of tap into, maybe somebody else needs them. Maybe this Buddha can help somebody else, or can be part of somebody else's journey. I always say go with what resonates with you. Repaint or repurpose. You know, friendships and relationships always shift and have brought you growth. So maybe perhaps putting them in a garden somewhere to represent the growth that relationship brought you and this other person. These are just ideas. If I feel like when we go at things and release things and people from that loving space, it's very healing, Travis. If you whatever resonates with you, what feels good to honor, excuse me, honor that relationship and that friendship brought you, I'm sure, some good point moments in your life. So what about using that Buddha as a release and a remembrance and an honoring of that timeline? We all have people in our lives, friends that, endings that didn't go well, but there was also a really good part of that timeline, for the most part, for many. Um, that was happy. So I would kind of release that in a happy way, in whatever that means for you, and that letting go. And letting go is a beautiful thing. It's time to move forward. It's time to grow. It's taking the learning and softening it that way. Going at it from a hard way is only gonna hold you back. It's only gonna hurt a little bit longer when we hold back, when we go at it from that energy, right? And I think we've all been there, Travis. I think every single person watching this live or the replay will say, "Yeah, I can relate." We've had friendships that didn't ended, poorly, but releasing it in love is the best way to do. And whatever that means to you, Travis, I would suggest you do that. Matriarch astrology. Hey, Lana, my older sister is an alcoholic, and I'm way big to know things. Well, And I'm way big to know things will shift for her soon. I see huge transformation coming up for her in her birth chart. I love that. I love that that you are leaning into the healing part of the issue that she's struggling with. People come here to learn many lessons, and sometimes addiction is one of them, and sometimes it's choice and free will. But I love how you're holding the space there. I love how you're holding healing and a space for her to go through with that. And I'll send a little bit of energy to help her lean in on that healing place that's coming up for her in her chart. I love that so much. Elizabeth, a message from my spirit team. I'm just gonna have a little sip of coffee here, Elizabeth, while I tap into that. Hopefully, I don't drip it on my nice white shirt. I didn't. Elizabeth, I feel like I have to loosen up. I feel like I have to with your what your spirit guides are showing me is it's not that you're a controlling person because you're not, but I feel like I've got to loosen up a little bit with just a little bit more of a pinch of allowing. I'm going to allow myself to have that experience with no expectations. I'm going to go into that with just hoping for an experience, and I'm going to love that experience and learn from it. I feel like I've got to kind of work a little bit on the trust factor. I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to that free fall exercise that I talk often about, just leaning back and like falling on a bed or, like just kind of free falling a little bit. I feel like I've got to loosen. I just got to loosen a little bit of that allowing of a little bit less resistance and just kind of, and that will increase your trust factor. I also feel like I've got to put on your favorite music and I've got to dance and move and just move my body in fun ways, like really dance like no one's watching, really give yourself that goddess feeling of dancing and feeling good about that and kind of tapping into that. I also really feel like I need to clear my throat chakra. I think that if you can like sing or chant along with that music, and if I can just get you to hum a little bit every now, maybe once a day, just kind of hum an om or just hum your name I feel like I need to clear that throat chakra just a little bit, just so that it can kind of shift in how you're speaking or a truth that you need to speak. Just kind of vibrationally working on that area. um, Crystal. Crystal, have you been feeling a little bit worn out? I feel like I just feel like when I tapped into your energy there, I felt like I needed to kind of like top you up. Like I could see like a fuel tank, like pumping gas, but pumping energy in. I just feel like I'm a little bit worn out. I feel like I just need to pause. I just need to breathe. And I feel that if I can just get you into that space on a regular basis, like even for 10 minutes a day, right? I feel like you really need that, and I feel like when you give yourself that space, I can just feel your physical body relaxing a little bit. Have you been a little bit tense in your shoulders? I'm very aware of a tense energy in my shoulders or something there that you need to put down. I just need to like I'm gonna grab that and put it down. I just feel, and whether it be some an old experience or something that you're going through right now, I just literally have to take that out of the backpack and like put it down for a little bit and just kind of breathe. If that makes sense to you there, Crystal. Jennifer, I think about that often as I have very little energy with chronic pain. Okay. Lana, there's a person coming to see the cats today. Do you think this is the right person? Cheyenne, you're going to feel that yourself. I would watch the cat's energy. I would watch tap into your own. I do feel good, and I feel like they're willing to take both of them. Um, I feel like there's a willingness to take both of them. Use your own spidey senses, Shy. Guys, hit the like button. Oh, thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate you. Joy, Lana, do you have a message from Spirit for me? Spirit keeps showing themselves so clear and more often than other. I'm use too much love and light and blessings. Joy, I feel like this is you're coming into I'm going to use the word next level or growth with spirit. Feel like they're showing themselves to you to help with that trust, and I feel like you're doing very very well in allowing that. I feel like you're open to the growth. I feel like you're moving through that space in a very great way. It's about trusting more. They're trying to get you to trust more. So, and I totally understand this message, Joy, because back in the timeline for me, that whole trust piece was something that kept growing. And even now, the trust with spirit and I, it's still like no ceiling on it. It's continuously growing. The spirit is trying to get you to trust more. And the more that you trust, the more clear things get. The more clearer things get, the more you get. Right. So and that's how they work. So I feel like you're growing into that. And I feel like that's like in the next step into your spiritual journey. It's like, and so don't be surprised if a few new things come your way as well. You might hear something, you might feel something, you might smell something, or you may be learning something. You may have resonate to something new that you haven't thought you'd resonate before in the spiritual realms. Good for you, Joy. And I think that you need to do like that and just congratulate yourself. Jocelyn, I'm ending a relationship and moving overseas from Germany to New York. I would like to know if my two bunnies would like to come with me or would like to stay here in Germany with my soon to be ex. Okay, so I don't feel a pull to take the bunnies with you. um when I tap into there, I feel like it's too much. I also feel like these bunnies are giving you permission to go. I just feel like it's like, go ahead. Um, and Jocelyn, I know this may be a little bit, no, maybe it won't be hard to hear because you asked it, but I feel like it's too much. I feel like taking them there or taking them on that trip, is really going to be a struggle. I'm not convinced they're going to cope well with that at all. Like with with the travel, with the readjustment, I feel like they're okay, and I feel like they're going. If you leave them behind, they are going to be okay with that. I feel like they're going to be well cared for. I don't feel like they're going to be unwanted. I don't feel that at all. I'm also feeling that I need to get you to push into your own heart space and feel that message as well, and and sit with it, right? Sit with the bunnies, sit and talk with them, sit on the floor with them and have a communication. Go with how you feel. Right. The biggest thing that I love to do here on the channel, you guys, and big part of the reason why I show up every day is to teach you guys how to do this yourself. Right. That is why I show up. One of the reasons why I show up. But I feel like I've got to say, sit with them and feel that. Just close your eyes, ask them, and feel the energy in return on your own as well. Um, Fran, I just asked both my kids if they had any questions for you. Both hesitated and said nope. Gotta love the youth. They also know they can ask me anything anytime. So I would remind them of that, Fran. Just say, hey, Lana said, if there's ever anything you want to ask, she's always there for you. Shannon, do you see a new house coming soon for us? Any signs like color, etc.? Shannon, I do see a new house coming. It's a little bit out for me though. Like I just feel like it's not right here. It's coming, but it's not right here for me. So I feel very excited. I feel like I've got to say, trust the pause, trust the journey into finding this home. I feel it's not far from where you're looking. I feel like you're looking in the right area. It's not far from where you're looking, but I also have to say, start visualizing it a little bit more on your own. So if you're looking for a three-bedroom house, I just feel like I have to visualize it, sketch it out, draw out a floor plan, have an idea. I feel like I need to kind of just kind of push that a little bit more, trusting the timing of it. I see it with a bit of a longer driveway. I see like there's just I don't see the house close to the edge of the road or the curb. Like I feel like it's just back a little bit. So I feel like I have a longer driveway and I can see like a bit of a longer front yard, and the back seems a little bit shorter than the front. Like I feel like there's more of an entrance way there. I also feel when I walk in. So when I walk in, so I walk in off like in through the front door. Before I get to that front door, I think I go up a little bit. So I feel like there's like a bit of a higher up to this house a little bit. And then when I walk in instantly to a high ceiling. To my right, as I walk into the door, yeah, sorry, I had to make sure I got my right and my left right. To the right, when I walk in the door, it feels very open space, very bright, very open space. And to the left is more of a longer hallway down. I also feel like I can go down a level, as well. The outside of the house has a very light white or cream or off white exterior there. I hope that that helps you a little bit. Do some visualization work. I have medication for my ADHD. I was pushing for it. I was pushing for it not have it, for the same reasons, but I'm happy I have it now. Yeah, and always just look at it from this way. Keep like I always say, keep what resonates and leave the rest. Do the same thing with medication. Keep what helps, keep what my body needs, and I'm gonna let the rest go. Nisa, my energy has been quite low lately. Any messages from spirit? Thank you. Nisa, I feel like I have to like hunker down. I feel like I have to hunker down, and say to you, and this is coming from your spirit guides and very lovely, very loving. You know what you need to do. I feel like I've got to push you back into some kind of routine. Either you slip from a routine, spiritual practice wise, or you need to change what you're doing with your spiritual practices to have it more fun. I also feel like I've got to work on the overthinking. I feel like I'm overthinking everything. I feel like I've got to work on my trust factor. I got to come back to center. I just got to come back in, pull myself back in and come back to what I need to do. Um and I also need to have to say, soften on yourself a little bit. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do something very kind for you. Bonnie, any messages for me? Bonnie, as I'm tapping in there, I'm really feeling like a real soft, gentle, loving spirit guide that's been working with you. So I don't know if you have felt like this shift of just peace and just calm, and like I almost feel like you're talking slower in such a beautiful way. And I feel like I've got to say, just continue with enjoying that. Everything is coming to you at the right speed. Some things come at us really quick, some things come at us really slow, and sometimes it feels like a snail's pace. I feel like I have to say, enjoy every movement. I also feel, Bonnie, I don't know if you've been taking any kind of I keep wanting to sway or move my body, so I'm not quite sure why I'm doing that. But have you been taking anything that does that motion? Because I really feel like I need to do that, and it feels quite good. I also feel like I have to say, good job watching for the magic and being open to the magic. So I don't know what kind of magic's been happening around you. If you've been seeing a little bit more or feeling a little bit more, but I just feel like I have to say that. Well done with the magic. I also feel such a brilliant, bright smile. Like I don't know if you're smiling more or if there's been more of a happy, but I just feel like I just need to is it like a soft smile. So well done you there, Bonnie. Um, let's see, did I miss something here? How can you tell when your blind pet is reacting to spirit? That's a really good question. Watch the energy. What when I say watch the energy, spirit quite often has more of a feel. So watch the energy, watch that awareness, watch that sudden shift in body. Quite often it can be that curiosity, tilt of the head, or that shift in how they're behaving. Um, I also go with the feeling. So with the feeling, go with the feeling on how that pet is feeling. Tap into the pet's energy and when you notice something, if you're noticing, is that pet connecting? Just kind of feel into it and just watch for it's usually with animals, it's a sudden change when they see spirit. It's usually like a bit of a sudden reaction. But animals are very telepathic, including how they connect to spirit. So just kind of watching, and usually it's the head tilt, right? Okay, hold on, that good question there. Let's see where we need to go. Okay, I think I got those ones. Let me just continue down here. I'm trying to get them in order here, and I moved out of the space of doing things in order. Hi, Spring. Good to see you. Cheyenne, happy Friday. My daughter and I are going to be driving back to Arizona on Wednesday. I have a gut feeling it will work out. Do my guides have any advice for this trip to be prepared? Um, I feel like this drive back, it has a glorious feeling to me. I feel like there's like this just a shift in communication. I feel like there's just like this huge openness. I always, no matter if I'm driving like a block or if I'm driving a long distance, I always just bring spirit with me. I visualize a ball lighter on my vehicle. I ask for protection. I feel like you're going to be fine driving wise. I also feel like I've got to really kind of adventure this up. I feel like I've got to, do sporadic things like stopping when you feel like stopping and kind of like getting out and shouting something from like I don't want to say a mountainside or a roadside, but you know what I mean. If you see like a lookout, excuse me, I need to get out and kind of holler something funny or to have a lot of fun. I need to kind of also add adventure to this. I feel like communication is going to pivot on this trip, and you may not realize it until for a little bit after the trip. But I feel like the communication relationship just kind of goes like into a blossom. I feel like blooming, if and especially with the fun and the adventure part. Like funny. Just I also need to kind of like put the windows down when you can, with the wind in your hair. I need to kind of really have fun with it. It's going to be a glorious road trip. I'm very excited. Okay, I read that one. Anything you wear is beautiful and stunning, Lana. Aw, Shaz, thank you so much. Your kindness on this channel has always been so good for me. Spring, Lana, any updates from spirit guides for me? Let me just have a little sip of my coffee here. Spring, I feel wow, your trust has really grown. Um, I just have to I have to say that your trust has really shifted. I also feel like I have to say well done on learning how to go first. Putting yourself first energetically, putting yourself first, with what you need to do. I need to really, really acknowledge that right from the heart. I also feel like I have another person whose trust seems to have really blossomed and bloomed and leveled up. I also feel excuse me. I also feel like new beginnings. I feel like Bambi with new legs. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like you're coming into that space of like Bambi with new legs, but it feels really good. It feels like new learning. It feels like new spiritual growth. It feels like that new. Sometimes with Bambi with new legs, and I just have to remind you of the movie. When Bambi kind of went down and the legs went up, but Bambi gets back up. That you're kind of in that getting back up phase right now, right? I'm kind of getting back up and like, oh, my legs still feel wobbly. And I feel like I have to say, look at that with a little bit of humor. Look at that with a little bit of, yeah, and my new legs, right? My new legs. Because I feel like sometimes, and I get it, sometimes when we're in that newness, in that new, whether it be new types of relationships with the people that are around us, or new relationships with ourselves, or new relationship with spirit, I feel like sometimes it does feel like that, right? And I feel like I've got to say, you're learning with these new legs, and you will get many sets of new legs as you continue with your spiritual growth. I still get new legs sometimes. I still get up. So, there are days I get up with spirit, and it's like, oh, this is new. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Right? I'm more of a wobble like that. But I understand what spirit's trying to show me here with this. There's a lot of new things, a lot of new growth, a new version of you is coming, and just love the wobble parts too, right? Just love the wobble parts too, and have fun with the wobble parts. I really feel. Have you been doing any journaling, and has that shifted, Spring? I just see you doing this and it being very therapeutic. If you're not, then I would try doing a little bit of that, just a little bit more. But I feel like you're journaling. I just feel like it's been so therapeutic for you. All right, let's see where we need to go. Um, Ina, is there a message for me this morning? I'm really aware of my feet, and the need to ground. I feel like I've got to just feel the. I need to be reminded to have myself a little bit more grounded, like a little more solid. So I don't know if you've been feeling a little bit of instability energy, or if you've been feeling like I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. And I just need to remind you that most of us don't know what we're doing, and from a very loving way, like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes too, right? So I and I feel like I need to kind of like really feel that ground, either bare feet or sitting on it, or I feel like I just need a little bit of work on the grounding space. And I feel like with that, I also feel like I need to breathe. I feel like I'm aware of my breath, so just kind of doing a little exercise with breathing, deep breaths or conscious breathing with feet on the ground. You're solid. So I don't know if you need to hear how solid everything is. I feel like I really need to kind of bring that into your awareness. And I think if you practice that a little bit, you will start to feel a little bit less anxious. So I don't know if you've been feeling a little bit anxious or a little uncertain. I don't feel off the charts anxiety with it. I just feel a little uncertain. All right, that's kind of how I feel. Your feet are going the right way. Your feet are going, and that's how I kind of go. You know, so I just kind of have to kind of remind you to kind of like feel the ground beneath you. Uh, all right, where are we here? Okay, I read that one. Elizabeth, I love dance. You're so right on. Thank you. Spirit's always right on. Sorry, it's got. I think I have an eyelash in my eye. Spirit is always right on. Even if it may not. And I always say to people, if it's not resonating right now, just remember that I said it because it may come, and those words will often echo back in your head. Oh, and now it makes sense. Spirit is always guiding us in exactly where we need to be, telling us what we need to hear. So yeah, they're always spot on. Dee Dee, life seems to be coming at me right now, high speed these days. I feel overwhelmed with so many thoughts all the time. Any wisdom from my team? That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly what they gave me, Dee Dee. Big breath in and slow and release. Now slow it down. I feel like even though things are coming at you at high speeds, I feel like I have to say to you, you can control how you react to the high speeds. Okay, so and I know this is going to sound funny, but and when you hang your head out the window when you're driving, you got the wind in your hair. Um, do that at a slow speed, whether it be in a vehicle or on a bike or just out the window. I feel like I have to slow down the reaction to what's coming at me high speed. We can slow down the reaction even as life is happening. So I feel like I just kind of need to bring that in. Okay, number one. So I feel like I just need to calm the energy that you're reacting to. Like calm your own energy to what you're reacting to, what's coming at you. Okay, so that's going to help tremendously. I also feel very short. This is a short space. This is a very short, high speed for you. I also feel like I've got to remind you, you've got the tools for this. You are ready. You are ready to kind of navigate through this better than you have before. If this high speed would have came at you a year ago, it would have been a bit more of a struggle. You have done a lot of work on being able to kind of navigate through this. I also have to set your sail. Okay, so and Spirit just showed me like one of those big ships. It's not a pirate ship, but maybe it is a pirate ship. Those ships with the big sails. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what kind of boat that is. But I feel like I've got to set my sail. And again, I love how Spirit's showing me this. Again, that comes into you can control how things are coming at you, or how you react to things coming at you. Set a sail. So I don't know if I have a piece of paper. So literally, Dee Dee, so kind of like tall ship. There it is, a tall ship. So literally, like, get a piece of paper, get a like I don't know, a pen or a straw, and kind of like tape it to here, and literally once a day, just literally grab for it, and as a spiritual practice, set your sail. Okay. And I chuckle because I'm like, this is a really good one. And I think I'm going to use this one too. So when things are coming at you, set your sail so that the energy that's coming at you can do the work without taking your energy. Ooh, I love that. I love that. So I want you to try that, Dee Dee. I know you're very, very open to spirit. And to, I know that about you. You're extremely open. I want you to try setting a sail. Right, make a little boat sail, and carry it around with you, or set it once a day, so that the energy that you can go with it rather than pushing against it, and you can control how you're reacting to it. Oh, I like that one. Thank you. I like that one. Ah, see, this is I and like I said to you guys many times, I get so much out of these lives too because I'm channeling it. So when they give me ideas for you guys, it's like, oh, that was delicious. That was delicious. Okay. I know there's so many questions here, you guys, and I just have to be mindful of the time because I'm teaching today. So I do have to go soon. So I know I'm not going to get to everybody. I received exciting medical news on Wednesday, then got to housing and completed that task and ended up meeting a couple of new people and realizing I'm ready to get out of the public more. Well done, Spring. So things are definitely being changing and I'm seeing things much more clear now. Excellent. It makes me super excited about the next coming days. I love that. I love that, Spring, and thank you so much for sharing. All right, where are we going here? Okay, Doreen 888. I'm just gonna come up to I missed your original question. There we go. Hi. Hi. Can I ask what this cat named Turtle who died in my company thought of me? Good to see you. Doreen, I feel that that cat was fully aware of your loving space. I also feel that you were meant to be part of the transition period for this cat, and I feel a lot of gratitude for that. Sophie, any messages for me? Sophie, I'm really pulled to pull you a personal message from the spirit animal book. I went to channel something for you, and spirit handed me my book. So I just need to trust that. So I'm just going to literally ask what Sophie needs to hear from the spirit animal book, and I'm on the dragonfly. Be on the lookout for any falsehoods, deceits, or illusions that are clouding a current situation or relationship. You're being a little bit too rational about everything and really need to tap into your deeper emotions, whatever they may be. That's a little bit overthinking. Your passion is awakening, so direct it to what feels true and right for you. This is also a time when the magic and mystery of your life is reawakening. It's vital to recharge your psychic energy, which you can do by regularly meditating. More than simply a change, you're going through a major transformation, so enjoy the process. Additionally, you should be working with the fairies and elementals. Oh, I love that. Sophie, if you're new to the channel, take what resonates from that message, or and remember the rest that was said. Right. So be on the lookout for false deceit or illusions that are clouding a current situation or relationship. So that may be yourself too. Are you clouding your judgment on that? Is there anything that doesn't feel right for you? Being able to tap into your own spidey senses, being entirely too rational about everything is the overthinking. Have you been overthinking a lot? Are you on that hamster wheel of overthinking? And if you are, pause it once in a while and get off the hamster wheel. Your passion is reawakening, so direct it to what feels true to you right now. And that is a big, powerful statement. Out of that entire thing, for me, that moves me the most. Direct it to what feels true to you. And that kind of taps into what I said earlier. For those of you who didn't catch the energy update, I talked, or just for a moment, I talked about it, is watch where you're investing your energy. Right. Watch the currency of what's too expensive energetically for you, and where your energy currency's at. I love that message for you, Sophie. All right. I do have to get going. Shaz, I bought this. It is available online, so it is by Dr. Stephen Farmer, and it just it just navigated over there. So I guess we're not going to be doing the spirit animal book. It is from Dr. Stephen Farmer. It is available on Amazon. I got mine. I think have had mine for years. Let us grab this one. The Angel Number book. What do we need to know? 255. Trust that change. Trust that the change you are experiencing is for the best, because it is. I want to do another one. 337. You're surrounded by ascended masters who assure you that you are currently hearing from them, following their guidance perfectly. I love that. I have to get that book. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to. The last time I got up from the camera, though, you guys all laughed at me. So don't laugh today. All right. What do we need? Here we go. Peewee. Spend some time in the forest or woods enjoying the sight, smells, and feel of this environment. Working with your hands, doing clay sculpturing will bring out the artist in you. You're faced with an opportunity to surrender something of yourself for the greater good of your family and community. You have the choice of dramatically changing your life cycle, so make sure that choice from love. Sorry, let me read that again. You have the choice of dramatically changing your lifestyle, so make that choice from love rather than from fear. Do a walking meditation outside 15 minutes each day for the next few days, one where you will walk more slowly, consciously than usual, synchronizing your breath with your pace. Love it. Sophie, I've been way too stuck in my head and felt like I've lost my sparkle. Blown away. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. We didn't laugh at you. We laughed at ourselves finding the situation funny. I love you guys so much. Oh wow. Thank you so much. I've been trying to heal from PTSD, currently in therapy, and it's hard. Sophie, I just want to say to you how brave you are to take the healing journey. I tend to rationalize rather than feel my emotions and have drifted away from my spiritual practice. Welcome home. welcome home, Sophie, to you, to your spiritual practices and coming back. I'm very happy for you, and you are going to get through this. You've got incredible, incredible inner power. And we are here for you, Sophie. I'm not sure if you've been on the channel before, but we are here for you. I'm usually live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Um, so you are more than welcome to come and share and hang out with us anytime. All right, let me see where we need to go. Jennifer Kraus, what is the best crystal for protection when attending a large venue of people? My favorite, the selenite. Um, I resonate deeply with selenite. Jen, any crystal that you really, really resonate with can offer a protection energy. So what is your favorite crystal? It doesn't, and here's the thing, it's all intention too. So even though the crystal book may have a list of what the crystals power qualities are. I'm a firm believer that you can also call forward a protection energy from any crystal. That's just my own personal beliefs, but it feels really good to me. Selenites, it is for me, Jen. It has been my hero. I'm not wearing it today, but I even have a smaller. I got it, Jen, at the Nice Guys. A little small piece of selenite. It was a little like I wear it here on the channel. Sometimes you've probably seen it on me because I've had it for years, and I had it wrapped, and I wear it whenever I'm in a big public space. The only thing with it is if it's really hot, or if you wear it in really hot climates a lot, because it's salt, it can kind of leave a salty film on you. But I'm okay with that. Jen, I also put salt in my shoes. So I will put salt in my shoes so that when I'm walking into any space that's negative, I just have a little Himalayan thing, and I kind of do that so that I will put salt in my shoes. Or in my pocket. I also will do if I know it's going to be a lot on me, Jen. I will do before I arrive. I will do a smudge of the venue, so I will visualize myself in the venue, and I will do an energetic smudge. You can use a candle, Jen. I know you know all this stuff. You can use a candle. You can grab a selenite one, visualizing the venue. I'm going to smudge it before I get there. Um, Send your spirit guides there. I have said, hey guys, get yourselves over there, meet me at the door, or bring them with you. Send your spirit guides in to smudge it. Do a meditation. Right, all these little things can really help. The other thing is, Jen, is take away and take away any thoughts once you've done that of it's going to be too much. Trust it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Trust that your guides were there. Trust that your smudge worked. Trust that the selenite's on you. Trust the salt in your shoes. If you're wearing high heels, I guess the salt might not necessarily be the best way to go. But you guys may laugh, but I've even put salt on the top of my head, just a little dash. I can bury it in my hair. So whatever works for you, I would do that. But you can smudge a place before you get there. You can hold the space in love and light. I've also kind of when I walk into a space, I kind of visualize the energy in my own heart chakra expanding throughout the room. Right, I'm going to send love and light to everybody here because there's in a venue people may be bringing all their stuff too, right? Their sadness, their anxiety, their frustrations, their anger. They're bringing all that in with them as well. So I would do that, and I would simply just trust. If you're a moon water maker, so if moon water resonates with you, you can use moon water as a little bit of a body mist. You can put it in your purse and freshen up at the venue if you're struggling. That's another good tip. Bringing yourself back into that energetic space, and not blending with energy. That is a big one. So I am very, very conscious to not blend with other people's energy. So if someone's talking about something, or if it's like a fear-based conversation, or if it's a gossip conversation, I don't blend with it. I'm gonna go over here. I need to excuse myself. I need to go say hello to this person. I'm careful what I blend myself with, and I'm careful how much energy I'm putting out. So at that venue, just be mindful on the energy that you're putting out and the energy that you might be absorbing. So that's a big one. So, visualizing that ball of light, remembering your energetic currency, and I'm going to be tapping in a lot more of that this weekend. I do have a busy weekend. I've got, what's it called? Final days house league softball tournament. But I am going to do some meditations more on that. I want to know what else spirit has to say about that energetic currency. And before I go, I have a spirit guide that just joined me. I can't get off this live. Jeez, they better give me every green light on the way to work. Um, Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I'm seeing this, okay? And this is I don't know who needs to hear this, maybe it's for all of us. Um, I can see like red um balls, like they're like foam, almost like Nerf balls, and I can see them being juggled by hands. So the hands are going to represent me, you, hands, and the balls in the air are representing the things that we juggle, right? Life, right? So, and as I'm juggling these, life is throwing more balls in for me to juggle. Okay, so I'm just listening. This is like raw channeling here, you guys. So as and I got more balls. I probably have like maybe 50 or 60 balls that I'm juggling. Now, all of those softballs, if they all fall, they're gonna land like a ton of bricks. So watch how many softballs you're juggling. Gotta slow down my juggle. I really feel, and it's an energetic too. It's the energetic currency. Watch how much you're spending on energy with balls that you're juggling in life, because even a bunch of softballs can land like a ton of bricks. Amazing channeling today. Spirit is always incredible. So if we just listen again, I know I really do cloud my own judgment with last experiences. The whole message hit the nail on the head. Really resonates so much. Amelia, every time I go clubbing, the security guards go through my bag and laugh when they see the crystals. I love it. You should see me at the airport. I wish I could film at the airport because that happens to me at the airport. Gratitude, safe drive, Aaron. I don't do that much, but it's already a lot. You got my attention with this. Yeah. Sometimes we do carry too much, right? Or juggle too much. And even the light things, if you're a lot of even the things that are like a little much in life, if you've got 1,000 things that are a little much for you, it can fall like a ton of bricks. So watch your energy this weekend. Watch, for the next couple weeks, just or make it a part of your practice. Watch that energy currency. Um, I really can't wait to channel a bit more on this. Before I go, and I do have to go because I have literally pushed it to the limit. Um, before I go, I just want to talk about Monday. I almost had a squirrel. I almost channeled again. Um, Monday, I'm going to be coming on. I am going to be doing an energy update that is going to be for about 2.5 weeks until I get back from Ireland. I leave on Tuesday. So while I'm gone in Ireland, I am going to try to go live from my cell phone. I made the decision last night. Well, Spirit made it for me. I'm not taking my laptop. So I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to do a practice live before I go to make sure I can figure it out. I'm also going to be posting across my other socials. So Facebook, it's a closed group, the Hawk and I am on Instagram. I'm going to try and go live on Instagram. I'm going to try and figure that out. Or maybe I'll try and do YouTube shorts with what I'm experiencing. But I am not going to be doing the energy update while I'm there. So I'm going to channel that before I go. I will see you Monday morning with 2-week energy update, which is going to be it's going to be interesting. Anyway, have a great weekend. Travel light as much as you can. Yeah, that was one of the main reasons, Aaron. I wasn't going to bring all my equipment. Is I need to travel light. The other thing that really came up for me is I really want to, even though I have some things booked in Ireland, I've got some sessions booked and some, a couple tours booked. I'm really feeling pulled to just be and explore. I feel like I've got that gypsy energy bubbling in me. I need to kind of wander. I really, really need to wander. So I want to fully experience that. And I don't want to do it with scheduled lives or trying to figure out a laptop, or the plugs, like so I decided to leave the laptop home and just go with my phone. Um, I also feel, I think I mentioned this on Wednesday. I really feel there's something in Ireland that I'm going to heal. I'm not quite sure what it is. I won't know till I get there, but I feel like there's something there to heal. And I don't know if it's past life, current life, current. I feel like I am going to heal something very deep in Ireland, and I cannot wait for that. So I'm not going to put any unnecessary vibrations in that with laptops and carrying stuff and tripods, and I'm just not. I'm going to wander, and I will post when I can, and I'm going to share what I feel I would like to share. That is kind of what I'm going to do for 2 weeks, and I feel so good about that. I feel so good about that. I really need to wander Ireland. This is a big bucket list trip for me. It is also a bit of a birthday present for myself. My birthday was in January, but I'm going to Ireland in January. This isn't a great time, both weather-wise and for what I was doing in January. So this is kind of a little bit of a celebration as well. And I'm going with one of my most dearest people in my life. I am going with Kim. So watch out for some captured funny moments because when Kim and I went to Newfoundland together, I don't I came home at sore ribs from laughing so much. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. I love you guys, and I will see you Monday. Safe travels, guys. Thanks so much, you guys. Ireland is heaven. Mm, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Fairies everywhere. Yes. Magic everywhere. The healing. There's going to be healing there. I can't wait. I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like yet, but I can't wait to figure that out. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided day. And I made it through a whole live without getting this white shirt dirty. That is personal growth. That's personal growth for this girl. All right. I love you guys. Take care.